Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be looking at AI,
Sounds good.
specifically um, how companies are taking these powerful tools and putting them to work.
Okay.
We're diving into some pretty exciting news from Anthropic.
Mm-hmm.
They are the minds behind the Claude AI assistant.
Cool.
And get this, Claude is getting a massive upgrade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, think new models, new skills, and the potential to use computers just like you and I.
That's really interesting. I think that what's fascinating here is that we're seeing a real shift in how AI interacts with the world.
Yeah.
It's no longer just about processing information, it's about taking action.
Mhm.
And that opens up a whole new realm of possibilities.
Totally. Okay, before we get ahead of ourselves, let's take a step back.
Okay.
For anyone who might be new to AI or needs a refresher,
Mm-hmm.
can you break down what an AI model actually is?
Sure. Absolutely. You can think of an AI model like a recipe.
Okay.
Just like a recipe has a list of ingredients and instructions to follow. An AI model has a specific structure and a set of rules
Right.
that it uses to process information and generate output.
Okay.
The ingredients for an AI model are massive amounts of data,
Gotcha.
and the instructions are algorithms that allow it to learn patterns and relationships within that data.
So it's like teaching a computer to think, in a way, right?
Yeah.
It learns from data and uses what it's learned to make decisions or solve problems.
Exactly. And just like a chef can tweak a recipe to create different dishes,
Right.
AI developers can adjust the algorithms and the data used to train an AI model to specialize it for different tasks.
Okay.
That's why we're seeing AI being used in so many different fields,
Right.
from writing creative content to diagnosing diseases to,
Yeah.
well, using computers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Anthropic. Who are they? And where do they fit into this AI landscape?
Okay, so Anthropic is a company dedicated to developing AI that's not only powerful, but also safe and beneficial for humanity.
Okay.
They want to make sure AI is used for good. And they're taking a very cautious and responsible approach to how they design and train their models.
Mm-hmm.
They're particularly focused on preventing unintended consequences
Well,
and ensuring that AI aligns with human values.
so it sounds like they're really trying to address some of the ethical concerns that people have about AI.
Yes,
Which is incredibly important as this technology becomes more and more powerful.
absolutely.
Now let's talk about Claude. They just announced some big upgrades, and there's a lot to unpack.
Yes. Anthropic has actually released two new versions of Claude, Claude 3.5 Sonnet and Claude 3.5 Haiku.
Okay?
Each offers significant improvements over previous versions,
Mhm.
and they each have their own strengths. Think of it like having different tools in a toolbox. You choose the best tool for the job at hand.
Oh, okay, cool. So let's start with Sonnet.
Right.
What makes this upgrade so special?
So Sonnet has gotten a major boost in its capabilities, particularly in coding. It's performing exceptionally well on industry benchmarks designed to test how effectively AI can tackle real-world coding problems.
Wow.
For example, one benchmark is called SW Bench Verified,
Okay.
and Sonnet's score jumped from 33.4% to 49%.
Wow.
That's higher than any other publicly available model out there.
That's pretty impressive.
It's also much better at reasoning and problem solving,
Okay.
and it doesn't sacrifice speed to achieve that.
Those are some really impressive results. I'm curious, are there companies already using Sonnet?
Absolutely.
And are they seeing positive results?
Yes. GitLab,
Okay.
which is a platform for software development,
Hmm?
has incorporated Sonnet for what's called DevSecOps.
Okay.
Essentially, it's using AI to help secure the software development process.
Gotcha.
What they found was that Sonnet's reasoning abilities were up to 10% better compared to previous models.
Wow.
This is a huge advantage when it comes to automating those multi-step processes involved in building software.
So Sonnet is this like super-powered coding AI.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. But what about Haiku? What sets it apart?
Okay, so Haiku is all about speed and efficiency.
Okay.
It's designed to be incredibly fast and cost-effective,
Gotcha.
making it ideal for situations where quick responses are essential or you're working with a limited budget.
Mm-hmm.
The amazing thing is that despite its speed and affordability,
Right.
it can still match the performance of Anthropic's previous largest model, Claude 3 Opus, in many areas.
That's remarkable.
It is.
High performance without breaking the bank. What types of applications would Haiku be best suited for?
So Haiku is a great fit for things like user-facing products,
Okay.
such as chatbots or virtual assistants,
Hmm.
where quick responses are key for a smooth user experience.
Makes sense.
It's also highly valuable for tasks like analyzing massive data sets or creating personalized content.
Okay.
Imagine having an AI assistant that can sift through mountains of data in seconds and deliver precisely what you need.
Okay, so we've got these two powerful new models, each with unique strengths. But there's something else about this announcement that's incredibly exciting
Mm-hmm.
and maybe even a little mind-blowing. We're talking about AI actually using computers.
You're right. This is where things start to feel futuristic.
Yeah.
Anthropic has given Claude the ability to interact with computers just like a human would,
Oh, wow.
using a keyboard,
Whoa.
opening and closing
Wow.
programs, the whole 9 yards. We're not talking about simple commands.
Like,
We're talking about AI understanding and interacting with the visual elements of a computer interface.
this is definitely pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible with AI.
It is.
Can you give us an example of how this is actually being used?
Absolutely. There's a company called Replit,
Good.
which is a platform that lets you code and run applications directly in your web browser.
Oh.
They're currently utilizing Claude's computer use capabilities for some pretty amazing things. Imagine this. As you're building an application,
Yeah.
Claude is evaluating it in real time, providing instant feedback on your code and catching errors before they become major issues.
That sounds like a game changer for software development.
It really could be.
Yeah.
And that's just one example. We're only beginning to explore the potential of what AI can do when it has this level of control over digital tools.
It's definitely mind-blowing to think that AI can now use computers in the same way we do.
It is.
But I think it's important to address the elephant in the room. Giving AI this much control over computers sounds, well, a little risky.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might be worried about the potential for misuse or unintended consequences. What are your thoughts on that?
It's a valid concern. Any technology this powerful has the potential for misuse.
Right.
But that's where Anthropic's focus on safety is crucial.
Yeah.
They've been very proactive in developing safeguards to prevent Claude from being used for harmful purposes.
Can you tell us a little more about these safeguards?
Sure.
How are they ensuring that Claude is used responsibly?
Anthropic has developed special classifiers, which are essentially AI systems trained to detect specific patterns.
Okay.
In this case, these patterns suggest misuse of the computer use feature.
Gotcha.
Think of them as digital watchdogs,
Right?
constantly monitoring Claude's activity and intervening if they detect anything suspicious.
That's reassuring to hear.
Good.
It sounds like they're taking a multi-layered approach to safety,
Yeah.
which is what we need to see as AI becomes more integrated into our lives.
Exactly. And beyond the technical safeguards,
Yeah.
Anthropic is committed to transparency and responsible development.
Right.
They're actively engaging with experts from various fields to get feedback on their work
Right.
and ensure they're considering all the potential implications of their technology. They're committed to making sure these powerful tools are used for good.
It sounds like Anthropic is really trying to strike that balance between innovation and responsibility.
Absolutely. It's a delicate balance,
Yeah.
but an essential one. And it's important to remember that this is still very early days for AI computer use. Right.
We're just scratching the surface of what's possible, and it's going to be fascinating to see how this technology evolves in the coming years.
It definitely will be. And you know what? I think we've covered a lot of ground here. We've learned about what an AI model is.
Yes.
Explored Anthropic's mission and their commitment to safety.
Yeah.
And dived into the amazing capabilities of the new Claude models, especially that mind-blowing computer use.
It is.
It is. We'll be back in just a moment to continue exploring this fascinating world of AI. Stick with us.
Sounds good. Welcome back.
It's remarkable to think about how quickly AI is advancing.
Yeah.
It seems like every few months there's a significant leap forward.
Yeah, for sure.
And this whole concept of AI using computers,
Right.
it's truly revolutionary.
It is.
It makes you wonder, how does Claude actually manage to use computers like we do? It sounds like something straight out of science fiction.
Well, it's not magic, but it's definitely ingenious.
Right.
Anthropic has developed a special API.
A set of instructions that allows Claude to perceive and interact with computer interfaces, just like we do.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, it's like a translator that helps Claude understand and control what it sees on a computer screen,
Exactly.
like icons, buttons, and text.
Precisely. Imagine you're using a computer. You see icons, buttons, text boxes, and you interact with them using a mouse and keyboard.
Right.
Now, Claude can do the same thing thanks to this API. For example, developers can give Claude instructions like, fill out this form using data from my computer and online.
Okay.
And Claude can translate those instructions into a sequence of actions like
Right.
opening files,
Right.
copying and pasting text, navigating websites, and so on.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It's like having a super efficient digital assistant
Mm-hmm.
that can handle all those tedious, time-consuming tasks we'd rather avoid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And to really put Claude's computer interaction skills to the test,
Okay.
Anthropic used something called the Alice World Benchmark, which specifically measures an AI's ability to use computers like a human.
Okay. I'm curious. How did Claude perform?
Well, in the screenshot-only category,
Okay.
where Claude had to complete tasks based solely on a single screenshot of a computer interface,
Okay.
it scored an impressive 14.9%.
Wow.
Now, that might not sound like a lot,
Right.
but it's significantly better than the next best AI system,
Okay.
which only managed to score 7.8%.
Wow. So Claude is really setting a new standard when it comes to this computer usability.
It certainly seems that way.
Yeah.
And when Claude was given multiple steps to complete a task, its score jumped up to 22%.
Okay.
This tells us that it's capable of handling fairly complex procedures,
Right.
which opens up a world of possibilities.
It's both exciting and a little daunting
Yeah.
to think about all the potential applications.
Mm.
What are some of the ways that this computer use capability could change how we work and interact with technology?
The possibilities are vast. Imagine having an AI assistant that can automate all those repetitive tasks that take up so much of our time,
Right.
like data entry, scheduling appointments, generating reports,
Mm.
or even coding simple software applications.
That would free up so much time and mental energy
It would.
for more creative and strategic work.
Exactly. It goes beyond just saving time.
Okay.
This could revolutionize fields like education, healthcare, and research.
Wow.
Imagine AI assistants that can help students learn more effectively,
Right?
doctors diagnose diseases more accurately,
Yeah.
or scientists analyze data and make groundbreaking discoveries faster than ever before.
It feels like we're on the verge of a major shift in how we use technology.
We are.
Yeah.
But it's important to remember that with any major technological advancement, there are potential downsides and societal implications to consider.
What are some of the things that we need to be thinking about as this technology becomes more prevalent?
One of the biggest concerns is the potential impact on jobs. If AI can automate many of the tasks that humans currently do,
Yeah.
what happens to those jobs? It's a question we need to address proactively
Right.
as we develop and deploy these AI systems.
Yeah.
We need to ensure that everyone benefits from these advancements.
It's a valid concern. We need to be thoughtful about how we integrate this technology into our workforce
Yeah,
and find ways to create new opportunities for those whose jobs might be affected.
absolutely. Beyond jobs,
Yeah.
there are also questions about privacy, security, and even the nature of human creativity.
Right.
If AI can create art, music, and literature,
Yeah.
what does that mean for human expression?
Right.
These are complex questions that we need to grapple with as AI becomes more sophisticated.
These are definitely important conversations to have.
Yeah.
It's about finding the right balance,
Mhm.
embracing the incredible possibilities while being mindful of the potential challenges.
I couldn't agree more. And that's why Anthropic's commitment to responsible AI development is so crucial.
Right.
They're not just focused on building powerful AI, they're working diligently to ensure that this technology is used for good and benefits all of humanity.
That's reassuring to hear.
Yeah.
It seems like we're at a pivotal moment. We have this incredibly powerful technology at our fingertips,
We do.
and it's up to us to decide how we'll use it.
It's both an exciting and challenging time.
Yeah.
We're shaping the future with every decision we make.
We've talked a lot about the potential impacts and ethical considerations.
Yeah.
But I want to shift gears for a moment and talk about the technical side of things.
Okay.
We've established that Claude can now use computers like we do,
Right.
but what are the limitations?
That's a great question. While Claude's computer use abilities are incredibly advanced,
Yeah.
there are still limitations.
Okay.
For example, Claude relies heavily on clear instructions and well-defined tasks. It's not yet capable of the kind of intuitive problem-solving that humans excel at. Think of it this way. Claude can follow a recipe perfectly,
Right.
but it can't yet come up with a new recipe on its own.
Okay.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's not about replacing human intelligence,
Right.
but rather augmenting it,
Yeah.
giving us powerful tools
Yeah.
to work more efficiently and effectively.
Exactly. It's about collaboration. Humans provide the creativity, intuition, and critical thinking,
Right.
while AI handles the repetitive tasks, data analysis, and complex calculations.
Hmm.
It's a partnership that has the potential to unlock incredible advancements in virtually every field.
That's a really hopeful way to look at it.
It is.
It's not about humans versus machines,
Right.
but humans and machines working together to create a better future.
Precisely. And that's what makes this field so fascinating. We're constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Yeah.
And with each breakthrough,
Right.
we're learning more about ourselves and the potential of human ingenuity.
It's a journey of discovery,
It is.
both in terms of technological advancements and what it means to be human in an increasingly digital world.
I couldn't have said it better myself. It's an adventure we're all on together.
It's incredible to think that we've come so far in the field of AI in such a short time.
I know, right? It really is amazing.
We've gone from these like simple calculators
Yeah.
to AI that can write complex code, generate different creative text formats, and even use computers just like we do.
Yeah.
It really does feel like we're stepping right into the future.
It does. It does.
But I think this is important to remember. It's not just about the technology itself. It's about how we as a society choose to use it. We have a responsibility to make sure that it's developed ethically and that it benefits everyone, not just a select few.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I completely agree. It's a collective effort. We need open and honest conversations about the potential benefits and the risks of AI, and we need to work together to create a future where AI empowers us, not the other way around.
Absolutely. For our listeners who are, just starting to explore the world of AI, what are some key takeaways that they should keep in mind?
Well, first and foremost, I always say remember that AI is a tool. Like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad. It's incredibly powerful. But ultimately, it's up to us, the humans, to decide how we use it. Be mindful of the potential risks like misuse, potential job displacement, and the ethical implications of these increasingly autonomous systems.
Those are some really important points, but don't let those risks overshadow the incredible potential benefit.
All right, exactly. Think about the advancements we could see in healthcare, education, scientific discovery. I mean, the possibilities are really endless. It's all about, like we were talking about before, finding that balance, embracing the possibilities while being aware of those potential challenges.
That's a great way to put it. And this isn't a one-time conversation. This is an ongoing conversation because AI is constantly evolving and our understanding of its capabilities and implications evolves along with it. It's crucial for everyone to stay informed, engage in these discussions, and really be a part of shaping the future of AI. It's not just for the experts, it's for everyone.
Absolutely. Well said. I couldn't agree more.
As we wrap up this deep dive into the world of AI and Anthropic's latest advancements, I want to leave our listeners with a thought-provoking question to kind of ponder on their own. Now that we have AI that can, use computers just like we do, what are the possibilities that excite you the most? And what are those concerns that keep you up at night? It's a lot to consider, but it's a conversation worth having. What do you think?
It's a future that we're all creating together, one line of code and one ethical decision at a time.
Well said. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey into the world of AI. We hope you've learned something new and that you're, just as excited about the future of AI as we are. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep learning.